Hi everyone, my name is Jayashree. I'm first year BTech student from ECV section. Today, my Python programming language PPT presentation is about web scraping. Now let's go into the topic. Let's see the agenda first, which I prepared in this PPT was what is scrapping, why we scrap, how do we do it, and tools to use, approaches to the web scraping in Python, and ethics for scrapping. So these are some agenda which I prepared in this PPT. You can see step by step. I will explain in the slides. You can observe it now. Here you can see the picture of web scraping, like search engine, websites, company information, data of charts, RSS, HTML, social media, news sources. This all comes under the web scraping. Now, next. Why Python is good for web scraping? Why only Python is why most of them prefer Python for web scraping means Python is a unique as a programming language in that it has very strong communities for both web programming and data management analysis. As a result, the entire computational research pipeline can be integrated. Instead of having separate application for data collection, storage, management, analysis, and visualization, you can have one code base. So that this Python helps that. So Python helps for web scraping. It is easy to use and large collection of libraries. You can see the large collection of libraries and dynamically typed easy understandable syntax. You can easily understand what is the syntax and a small code large task and community. Okay, so why this is why the Python is good for web scraping. Okay, then next, scrapping. First of all, what is mean by scrapping? Scrapping is a type of web scraping where the scrapper makes the automated unstructured search on the World Wide Web. So this is why this is mean by scrapping. Now, converting the unstructured documents into structured information. Converting the unstructured document into the structured information. It converts the unstructured documents into the one structured information. So you can see over the picture over there, which I showed in the slide. So next. What is web scraping? So what is web scraping? Web data or a web harvesting is a data scraping used for extracting data for website. The web scraping software may directly access the World Wide Web using the hypertext transfer protocol or a web browser. While web scraping can be done manually by a software, the term refers to the automated program implemented using a bot or web crawler. Here, the web scraping or a web harvesting is a software technique of extracting the information from website. It focuses on the transformation of unstructured data on the web into the structured data that can be stored and analyzed. So, this is mean by web scraping. Here, why we scrap? Web pages contains wealth of information designed mostly for the human consumption. Static webs, legacy systems, interfacing with the third party with a APL access. Websites are more important than APLs. The data is already available. No rating limiting. Anamorphous access. So this is why we scrap because the web pages contains wealth of information which is designed mostly for the women consumptions. Only for the women consumption it was designed. Okay, so a static website, it is a static website interfacing with third parties without any, it interfaces with the third parties without APL access. And websites are mostly important than APLs. These are very important than APLs. The data is already available in the form of web pages. So this is why we use the scrap. why we scrap. So next one is web scraping. Web scraping includes some steps. First one is document loaded. Second one is phrasing. Third one is extracting. And fourth one is transformation. First one, document loaded, means the sum of the documents which are loaded into the one file which we made into the document. So that is mean by document loaded. Phrasing. Phrasing, syntax analysis or syntaxis analysis is a process of analyzing a string of symbols either in natural language or a computer language or a data structures conforming to the rules of formal grammar. The term phrasing comes from the Latin phrase. So this is mean by phrasing. Okay. After phrasing, we will go to the extraction. Extraction means separation process consisting of a separation of substance for a matrix. Common examples includes liquid to liquid extraction or a solid phase extraction. This distribution of solute between two phases is an equilibrium condition. Describe a Paschen theory. So this is the extraction. And then the fourth one is transformation. Transformation is a process by which one figure expression or a function is converted into the another one or a similar phrase, similar value. So web scraping includes first it go into the data loading and then phrasing and then extraction and at last transformation. So first one is after data loading, it's going to the phrasing and then extraction. Then it's going to the at last transformation. So you can see over there. Here, fetching the data. Fetching the data means, first of all, what is fetch? Is the retrieval of a data by a software program, script, or a hardware device. After being retrieved, the data is moved an alternative location or a display on the screen. So this is mean by fetch. Fetching the data means involves finding the endpoints of URL or URLs. Means it finds out the endpoints of the URLs and URL. Now, sending HTTP. Sending HTTP request to the server means sending HTTP means what we want to search. It sends that request to the server so that we can get the web pages. We can get the information in that web pages. Then using request libraries, it uses the request libraries. Import requests. Import requests data is equal to request get http:// Here HTML is equals to data dot content. Here HTML means hypertext markup language. So this is about the fetching the data. Here, processing. Say no to regex. Avoiding using regex. We should avoid using regex. Reasons why not to use it. Some of the reasons why not to use it is first one is it's fragile. Fragile means easily damaged. It get easily damaged. Really hard to maintain. It's very really hard us to maintain that. And improper HTML and encoding handling. It is very the sequence is in improper manner in encoding handling. Libraries used for web scraping. Some of the libraries used for web scraping are Selenium, Beautiful Soap, Pandas. Selenium is an open source and umbrella project for a range of tools and libraries aimed at supporting web browser automations. Selenium provides a playback tools for authoring function test without a need to learn a test scripting languages. Here, Cilium is a web testing library. It is used to automate the browser activities. And the second one is Beautiful Soap. Beautiful Soap is a Python package for phrasing HTML and XML documents. It creates a phrase trees for phrased pages that can be used to extract the data for HTML, which is used for web scraping. Yeah, Beautiful Soap is a Python package for packing HTML and XML documents, which creates a phrase trees, and that is helpful to extract the data easily. And then Pandan. Pandas or a Pandan. Pandans is a library used for the data manipulation and analysis. It is used to extract the data and store it in the reserve format. So these are the libraries we can found from the web scraping. One is Cilium, Beautiful Soaps, and Pandas. In this web scraping, we use mostly the Beautiful Soap only because it gives good information. It passes HTMLs and XML documents, so that most of them uses Beautiful Soaps only. Okay, this is about the libraries used in web scraping. Next. Use Beautiful Soap for phrasing. Provide simple methods to search, navigate, and select. This provides a simple methods to search any information or to navigate it or to select any of the uses, any of the information. So it deals with broken web pages really well. It deals with the broken web pages. Means broken. Some of the broken web pages are there are there, so that it helps to deal with them broken web pages very well. And auto deluxe encoding, auto deluxe encoding. Okay, so this is about use Beautiful Soap for phrasing, which helpful for web scraping. Export the data. Database relation or a relation. CSV means the CSV module implements classes to read and write the tabular data in CSV format. It allows programmer to say write this data in the format of preferred by Excel. So this is mean by CSV. And then JSON. JSON means Java scripted object notation is a format for structuring data. It is mainly used for storing and transforming the data between the browser and the server. And file APL, a Python module using NumPy or programming in APL. This module will implement a large subset of a APL language in Python by using sorry for the disturbance. And then next one is APL. So these are the export the data. I showed you the picture at the bottom of the slide. You can see there. How do you scrap the data from websites? How do you scrap? The number one, find the URL that you want to scrap. First of all, find some URL what you need to scrap, what you really want to scrap. So first of all, you have to find the URL for that, and you want to scrap that. And then inserting the page, we have to insert the page Second step is we have to insert the page. And third is find the data you want to extract. You have to find the data what you want to extract. First of all, you have to find the URLs, and you want to scrap what you want to scrap it. And in second, that you have to insert the page. And third, find the data you want to extract. What you want to extract, you have to find that. And the fourth one is write the code. You have to write a code for it to scrap it. We have to write code. Run the code and extract. Run the code and extract the data. Run the code and extract the data. So we have to write the code and we have to execute it. We have to run the data, run the code to get to extract the data. If we have to run, then we have to run it and we will get the data. And then store that data in the required format, and so that you can store the data in your required format. Okay, so this is how do we scrap. So this is how we scrap the websites. So the first one is we have to find the URL what we want to scrap, and then we have to intercept the page, and then find the data what you want to extract. Then you have to find the data what you want to extract, and we have to write a code, and then we have to run that code. We will get the data, and after that you can store the data in what format you want to store. So this is the 6 steps we will follow to scrap the data from the website. I showed here the pictures also for the clear cut information. You can see over there for every step I have one picture you can see. Then okay. Here. Legalities and ethics for web scraping. Here you can see some of the legalities and ethics for the web scraping. The first one is laws, and second one is trademark it, and then copyrights, and then patents. And then copyright laws, trees pass to chattels, the Computer Fraud and Abuse Act, robots text, and terms of services. So these are the legalities and ethics for web scraping. While we are while we are using web scraping, we have to follow these ethics, because some of the laws are there, trade markets are there, copyrights are there, and some copyrights laws are there, tree passes to chattels, the computer fraud, and Azumax. This all are comes under. So we have to follow these ethics of web scraping. Then these are the legalities of this web scraping. So next. Conclusion. Conclusion means scrap wisely, do not steal, use cloud, and share your scrapper. So these are the this what the conclusion here. We came at last slide. We came to the last slide. So here in the conclusion, we have to scrap wisely, do not steal. We should not steal. We should not rob. Okay, use a cloud. We have to use only cloud. Share your scrappers by given link. By the given link, you can share your scrap. So this is the conclusion. Thank you. Hope you all like my PPT presentation. So thank you.